Hey guys, welcome back to Noob to Final Boss, the series where I take on every boss in the game to unlock the final boss achievement and become a decent PvMer along the way. In the last episode, I made a pretty solid chunk of money from my 100 Zac kills, which I used to upgrade my magic setup. So today, we're heading back into the cold front of the Elder God Wars dungeon for the second time to push for the bronze ICEBORN title by defeating the Arch-Glacor at 1000% Enrage. I didn't think I'm gonna go for another milestone this soon, but I couldn't help myself. I love this boss. Last time we pushed to 500% using ranged. This time we are switching over to magic. It's been a while since I used my noxious stuff, and magic is actually one of my combat styles that isn't 99 yet, so hopefully we'll hit that today as well. Speaking of 99s, I actually picked up a couple since the last episode that I didn't mention. First up, 99 defense, which is huge. Not just because we are a bit more tanky now, but because the defense cape gives a free sign of life. And you can actually mount the cape on the rock in Anachronia, which means we've got a sign of life always ready, which is super handy for streaking. And my newest 99, actually level 100, is Invention. At level 100 we can boost to 117 using an extreme invention potion, which means we can now make an alchemical Hydrix. I also crafted a Reaper necklace, grabbing another Hydrix from the Reaper shop, since I've still got plenty of points to spare. After learning that making the essence of Finality requires 99 crafting and can be assisted, I decided it was time to start cutting some good old gems. Finally, at level 93 crafting, I was able to use a spicy stew to boost up to 99. And here we go, one of the best items in the game. The essence of Finality combines the effects of the Soul's Amulet and the Reaper necklace. On top of that, it gives a plus 56 style bonus. Honestly, that alone would make it incredible. But the coolest thing is that it lets you store a special attack weapon inside and use its special attack without having it equipped. I've put the Gothic Stuff special attack in mine. Normally that's a tier 60 spec, but because we're wielding a tier 90 weapon, the attack now scales as if it's tier 90. You can see here we hit an 11k inside Sunshine. Absolutely nuts. Now, here's the full gear setup we are taking to the Arch-Glacor. We are rocking Elite Tectonic Armor, which is tier 92 Magic Bar Armor. My best gear so far. I'm super hyped to give it a proper test. I expect to breeze through the early Enrages. Invention perks are huge in this game, and I finally got some solid ones. As for the weapon, we're using the Noxious stuff. I've got it perked out with Precise 6, Eruptive 1, and Aftershock 4, Ruthless 1. It's not fully maxed out, but it's definitely coming together. I won't go through every single thing, but on screen you'll see my full gear setup, including switches, passive effects, and relic bars. We're looking pretty badass, not gonna lie. So, let's trick that bad boy. We'll start at 0% and push all the way up to 1000. At least that's the idea. Get a big kill streak going, and hopefully we can pull some big loot at the end, even with the recent drop table nerf. Starting from 0 is also a nice PvM warm-up. Gotta make sure those prayer flicking reflexes are as pristine as they can be. That's a sub 2 minute PB right off the bat. Good omen. 104 HP coming in, very nice. Omnipower with the new Zac cape is pretty overpowered. Now I can fit it into my Sunshine rotation. Dude, that is so troll, when he does that transition and the Fury mechanic carries over into the minions. That's our first unique, let's go! Lang Artifact. It used to make these upgraded gloves, but I'm not gonna claim this loot just yet. Let's continue. This drop is 1 in 435 with our current Enrage and Streak. That's actually kinda crazy. So, the Arch-Glacor's got a pretty unique streak system. Both Enrage and Streak affect your loot, but streaking matters way more. The longer your streak, the more your common drops increase in quantity, and it even bumps up your chances for uniques like the Frozen Core of Lang, which makes the tier 95 dual wield melee weapons. And there we go, 99 magic, let's go. Magic clears mobs amazingly, but above 200% Enrage, I started getting clunky with the minions. After a few rough attempts, I didn't want to lose my streak to a bad minion clear, so I brought out the big guns. Someone left a comment on my last Arch-Glacor video suggesting I try to switch into necromancy weapons, and honestly it sounded really cool, so I gave it a shot. So let's go like this, bloat, soul sap, into Valley of Souls. Yeah, look at that AoE damage. Now we're gaming. Threats of Fate is just the undisputed king of AoEs. Oh no, I actually died. That's embarrassing. But my dive just decided to give up. I mean, look at this. It just said nope, and I started to panic. Panic is defeat. So yeah, that was a 28 kill streak, which honestly is still pretty solid. Anything above 15 lets you keep 75% of your loot, so that's not even that bad. So I decided to stop joking around and jump straight into 500% Enrage, and continue from there. I also switched to a Hellhound Familiar for damage reduction. Feels way safer having him as my meat shield, especially while using Maniacal since that lowers defense. Oh, that was not fun. And that is the Elite Speed Killer combat achievement. Just barely, but we got it. That's huge. After that little mishap with the ice beams, we were absolutely cruising on this 1000% Enrage climb. I was consistently countering every mechanic, barely using any food, and honestly just feeling fantastic about these skills. 750% Enrage done. 1 million HP, that's actually insane. And he hurts now, even through prayers. I'm taking like 1 case, and if you miss a flick, it's basically a one-shot. 1001, dude, alright. It's time to become the ICEBORN. The fact that I'm actually about to do this is kinda wild. He starts with arms. Nice, that's a good opener. Easy one, we can soul split most of that health back. Big res. That's gonna be beams. This one is nasty. It'll delete you in a second if you sleep. Nothing saves you if they catch you, except Barricade, but I really don't wanna burn all that adrenaline. Oh no. My character just decided to take the scenic route, but that's fine. Cannon next. I'm really comfortable with this timing now. I always reflect it for that extra bit of damage, and to keep Devotion as my emergency button, and it actually feels pretty satisfying as well. If we get back-to-back cannon, preparation lets Resonance come back in time for the second one, but we are getting minions here. I like to top up the Hellhound during arms, so let's drop a prism, keep my little guy alive. And we're into Flurry. Alright, Sunshine down. Going into an inside fear rotation with Tsunami and Thresholds. As long as we don't miss a prayer switch, we're fine. He's throwing 2Ks at me. I could reflect here, but I'm saving it for this cannon coming up. Okay, Flurry again. I will reso this range hit. Disruption shield coming in clutch. He's literally spamming the same style over and over. I'll take it. I think we should be able to finish him after this cannon. And that's it. Whew, let's go! I'm gonna say that was the toughest thing I've done in this game so far. Wait, no achievement? That's weird. I mean, it is in the chat box, but I was expecting something bigger. We are like the bronze ICEBORN title, let's freaking go! First thing I have to do is change my title. We are not blue anymore. We're bronze, baby. Feels good. One day, mark my words, I will have that golden ICEBORN title. Personally, I really love the streaking system. It makes you want to push your limits, and it just feels great knowing your chances get better with every kill. It's fun, it's rewarding, and there's always that feeling of, okay, I can go one more. This will be probably the last Enrage push video for a little while though, because the next milestone is 2000% and that's a big jump. At this point I've got most of the major PvM unlocks done, and I've hit 99 in almost all my combat stats, except melee, which we'll get soon. Also, I actually completed my first ever raids yesterday. I went in completely blind, so I mostly just focused on surviving and doing damage, but it was really fun. I can't wait to learn the roles properly and get more confident later on. So I'm going to slightly restructure the series. Final boss is still the main goal, don't worry. But from here, I wanna start working toward best in slot gear for each combat style and let that decide where we go next. But the next video is probably gonna be the first episode of my brand new Hardcore Iron Man series that I have been promising you for a long time, so make sure to stay tuned. I see you guys then.